Hi guys, today I'm going to give a very beautiful and amazing insight on parenting, teaching, and leadership. All the three. And for all the three, only one insight, and everything about your parenting, teaching, and leadership will change today. I am Deepak here, and my life is beautiful and powerful because I work as worship. Fortunately, coincidentally, I play all the roles. And maybe most of you must be playing all the roles. I'm a parent, I'm also a teacher, I'm also a leader. One common word that fit in all the three, if you want to call it as an occupation, or it can be called as a profession, or it can be called as three fields of your life. Because parenting can't be called as a profession, but you should be a professional parent. One word that fits all the three fields is responsibility. I know all of us want to be a responsible parent, responsible teacher, a responsible leader, which I think makes sense. But somehow being responsible or word responsibility is more misunderstood than understood. I'll explain to you what I understand and what I want you to really ponder over it at the end of this, after the end of this 9 minutes motivation is this. Question is this: is your responsibility born out of fear of loss, or is it born out of freedom to express? This is what you'll have to ask today after this 9 minutes motivation. I do a lot of programs in nature. I love nature. It's my God. I connect with it like how a child will connect with the mother, or how a devotee will connect with the God. And I take from little ones, from 6 year old to 60 years old. That is the age bracket. I have taken them in nature in last 8 years. Almost everybody, especially little ones, from the age bracket of 6 to 19, 20, have said, we enjoy the maximum with you. Doesn't matter what is my age, but from a 6 year old to 60 year old, and especially the youngsters and little ones, they really love to be with me. And I say, you also would have come in nature or in this beautiful hills and mountains and valleys and lakes with your parents. Said we have come, but they don't allow us to go here, go there. Don't step in the water, don't go close to the waterfall, and this and that. And if you look back, I think as a responsible parent, the concern is the children should not suffer. The children should not get hurt. So they don't allow children to go near the cliff or at the edge of the cliff or near the waterfall or in the lake, and they hold them back, hold them back, hold them back. Now, this parenting as a responsibility, I think, is born out of fear of loss. What is happening is your concern is right. You don't want your child to get hurt. Because of that, you don't want them to do this or that. So you don't allow them only to go and face it. So you curb their expansion, you curb their growth, you actually become a hindrance in their progress. Isn't it actually irresponsibility? People who work with me in my office, in my team, enjoy working with me. Most of them, 90% of them. Why? They always have this thing. You allow us to do whatever we want to do. You allow us to express ourselves the way we want to express. And we really enjoy working because we do not have this. In case this goes wrong or that goes wrong, we will be fired or we'll be shouted or we'll be screamed at or we'll be given an inter-office memo and all this thing will happen. And I've seen a lot of leaders in the businesses have this list of don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, do this, don't do this, do this, do no. And a list of don'ts and do's are so much. There is no expression. There's no freedom to express, and people only can grow in the freedom. Whether it's children, the students, or it's your employees, staff, or it's your people. Freedom of expression. That does not mean I'm irresponsible when I take people to nature. I love my nature. I love nature. I love my people. I care for them. What I tell is this: parenting or teaching or leadership, the best responsibility or execution responsibility is lead by example. First, I step in the water. First, I step in the lake. First, I step in the waterfall. First, I get inside that beach. First, I get inside that forest. First, I get inside that experience. No, everything is good. Then I ask them, now go and explore. And I stand back and say, go and explore. Get in the waterfall or take them. In case something goes wrong, I will take care. That's what I think I feel strongly is responsibility. You do, you express, you enjoy, you expose yourself, you experience it. In case something goes wrong, I am there to take care of it. As a parent, I have told my son, do know the consequences. I have gone through this. This is what the consequences are. You want to go, go. In case something happens, don't worry. Dad is there. Mom is there. We'll take care of it. I think that freedom of expression is actually called being a responsible parent, being a responsible teacher. How many teachers I have seen don't study like that? Don't study like that. Don't study that part. Do this, do that. They don't allow students to ask questions. There's no freedom of expression. There's no debates in the classroom. There's no discussions in the classroom. It's only one way of feeding. This is what you have to memorize. This is what is going to come in the examination because they don't want children to fail. The fear of loss, fear of failure does not allow children, students to actually expand. How do you become a scientist? How do you create innovation, inventions, creations, experiment, innovations? All these things are what? All these things are only possible when you have freedom to express yourself. And freedom to express, do the experiment. As a teacher, you tell, do the experiment. You have gone through it, you understand the science about it. In case something goes wrong, I will take the blame. That's what I think Abdul Kalam was created when his boss told him, go and create. In case something goes wrong, I don't, I'm not able to recall the name of the boss of his, the director of ISRO. Then I will take the blame if something goes wrong. That's leadership. Leadership is not about, or parenting is, or teaching is not about not wanting your children or students or your people to go wrong. It's all about go and face it, express it, experience it, go and get yourself exposure to it. In case something goes wrong, I am there. I'll take care of it. That's called responsibility. Question you to ask yourself is this today: is your being so-called parent or a leader or a teacher, and you being a responsible towards your profession or any of the field, your responsibility is born out of what? Your responsibility is born out of fear of loss, and you don't want that to happen. And let me tell you this: when you operate out of fear of loss, जिसका डर होता है वही होता है. What you fear the most, that only will happen. And it is not that because out of a fear of loss, you didn't tell them not to go here, not to go there. They have not met with some mishaps or something. People have done wrong. People have gone wrong. They have struggled. They have made mistakes. So, and your responsibility has shunned their growth. I think your responsibility should open them to growth. And that's the most amazing thing about being a responsible teacher or a responsible parent or a responsible leader. Ask yourself, what is your responsibility born out of? Fear of loss or freedom of expression? I operate out of freedom of expression. What's yours? And of course, give me again a title for this message, what we discussed today. And let's see if this time you get your name on the creative thumbnail of Minute Motivation. With that belief, let's start this beautiful, beautiful day. Here we go. Guys, go get set and go.